Ollie skate support. Thanks for sending your video. I'll do my best to help you out. Cool, so let's see what we got here. So you're popping your board, you're dragging your front foot up. On that first one, you definitely kicked out a little bit. Same with that one right there. This is actually a perfect example of why you would break the trick down into each of its different parts. Cool, so let's check this out. So you bend down, and then as you're coming up, you begin to drag your front foot up while pushing your foot down, and then you bring your back foot off and kind of kick your front foot out a little bit. So we definitely cannot bring the back foot off. That's very important. Let's check this out again. Drag up. Yeah, and when you're very first learning how to ollie, it can be very difficult just working out the timing between what to do with your back and your front foot. So again, this is why breaking the trick down into its various steps, as I do in Skateboarding Made Simple, is so important. So the first step is just simply hitting your tail on the ground. I want you to do just that over and over and over, at least 10 minutes, and then practice this. Just turn the sole of your shoe and drag your shoe up the board. Yes, this will damage your shoes. If it's not damaging your shoes, you're not doing it correctly. I'm sorry, skateboarding damages your shoes. And the better your grip tape is, the more damage you get to your shoes. And the better your shoes are going to work to drag up the board, the more damage you're going to get to your shoes. Notice that suede is not the toughest material there is, but it is pretty sticky when you put it on a fresh sheet of grip tape. And that's what you want. You want your feet to stick to that grip tape like a sheet of glue. Cool, so I did want to do your skate support. You didn't do all of the parts, you didn't film yourself talking and tell me what your problem was, etc. But I did want to show it just because it's a perfect example of needing to break down all these parts. Clacking your tail on the ground over and over and over and over and over, dragging your foot up the board over and over and over and over and over and over and over, and then working out the timing between bending down, coming up, popping your tail on the ground, dragging your front foot up, and then bringing the board up into the air. So obviously if you bring your front foot up into the air and drag your foot up the board, but your back foot is still down, it's going to hold your board down, and vice versa with the other foot. So you got to get the timing. It's pop, then drag, and then lift your back foot and your front foot up simultaneously, teeter-totter motion. So yeah, do that, practice it, it will help. If you don't have Skateboarding Made Simple Volume 1, definitely get it. It's different than the tutorials on YouTube, and it breaks it down into very easy steps. It's also available for the iBook on iTunes for any Mac devices, so check it out there as well. Thanks for your support.